Is Jacob uploading another video in a somewhat decent amount of time? What year is this? What century is this? The 1950s, baby. Alright, I'm gonna level with y'all. My last video I made, I spent almost 2 months on. And part of that time was spent making it accessible for people who have no idea what this thing is. I bought a Soundstripe subscription for that video. So, yeah. Alright, now the video. Alright, so whenever there's a flu season or cold or whatever going through the rounds, a lot of people will start asking, can my pet catch X? Can my pet catch Y? And normally it varies. Like, ferrets in particular can catch a lot of things we can. I don't, if I remember correctly, and it's just me talking off the top of my head, can't catch a cold, but they can catch a flu. And so that's kind of weird. Alright, so on some of the ferret forums that I have been watching, some people have said no, ferrets can't catch COVID-19. So, it's like, well, okay then. I did some research, and from Lancaster Online, cats and ferrets apparently can catch it. So what they recommend that you do is that if you have this stuff, you should do what common sense says. If you still need to interact with your ferrets or your animal, just wash your hands before you do that and be very careful. And the other thing is to not kiss your animal, get your ferret up in the face area, which is sometimes hard because we're used to snuggling up with your ferret and giving them all the love and attention. The other thing was to have someone take care of your ferret for you. Now, this is something that I've already found a way to do. So, if I get it, my little sister, who I don't live with, I live by myself now, as you probably caught on. If I get it, my ferret will be spending however long it is with her, just so I don't give it to Rosie. Because while I'm not sure that it would be deadly for them, I just would prefer not to get them sick in general. If it's something small, generally it's no. If it's a normal, common sickness, it may not be that bad. But for something like flu or now COVID-19, you really need to be careful. And so, if that should happen and I get it, I am going to have Rosie stay with my sister, and she'll take good care of her, I'm sure. But that's kind of my backup plan right now. Your ferrets can catch COVID-19. I think the big thing to take away from this is if you have it. If you have it, you need to be very careful with your ferret. And the other thing is just wash your hands in general. Because what's weird with this whole thing is that you can have it and have no symptoms whatsoever. And so, if you're in an area that has had some cases, it might be wise to just wash your hands in general before you interact with your ferrets, just in case you're asymptomatic. And for the next few weeks, however long this thing is still going around, just take precautions to potentially not spread it to your ferrets and or cat. So, common sense, really. Alright guys, that's about it for me. Again, check out my other video, because I tried to make it as entertaining for people who have no idea what TSL is. Just check it out. I put a lot of effort into that, and I think you'll learn something new, but I think you'll also enjoy it. But again, no hard feelings if you're not at all interested. Alright guys, see you later.